Welcome back to We Care a Lot. I'm half the podcast, Sam.
I'm the other half, Mel.
So today, we may have recorded things slightly out of order in terms of drinking prior to this episode. We did glowing hour first. So hey, still a little buzzed.
You're getting the real chatty versions.
Yeah, we'll be real open, as if we aren't always, but just giving the disclaimer if we seem a little like taking longer to process our words. But yeah, today's episode is about being in our girlhood era, the girlhood and gather of it all. Just like, I love a good and, like good and gather.
Good and gather.
Girlhood and gather. It's giving for me. But lately we've been talking a lot about girlhood and friendship, the femininity. We're just like really diving into, I don't know, our love for those things, I guess. And it's a really big, like, prevalent theme in our lives right now.
We're like, what we would like to say is like in our girlhood 2.0 vibes right now. We are taking girlhood for what we knew it and learning from it, honestly, and trying to become women through it. Girl,
Period.
I think this one is going to be a little bit more about just being in that, I don't even want to call it an era, because it's just like in this time, I guess it is an era, this time of your life where you're trying to come of age.
I mean, the joke of being 17 at 25 or 30 or whatever.
I will be a teenager until I'm 27, which is next year.
I need longer.
It might be longer than that, let's be honest.
Honestly, is it not better that way? Like, let me be 17 forever. 17 again.
Young forever.
I wanna be forever young.
The song hits too hard now.
I do want to be forever young. Just saying.
It's in the heart, though. You know?
It's not on that skin on the outside.
It doesn't need to be anyway.
The wrinkles. Specifically, I will say this has been a prevalent thing because my mother, she wants to get all the girlies together. She would like to gather.
She's in her era of gathering in girlhood.
Yes, exactly. And you know, that generation, they won't be calling it a girlhood and gather. You know, they're like, let's just stop with all of that noise. But yes.
But you're girls too, girl.
Yeah, we are. It's okay, Mom.
It's okay.
But for probably like 3 years now, it's been like, oh my God, all of your moms and I, like, we need to get together and we all need to do something. It's like, oh yeah.
Okay, who's planning it?
And we haven't done it. And it's mostly just because no one's planned it. And like, we all have our own lives. So it's like, it's a lot, right? But
yeah.
I finally started the group chat today about coordinating when all the mothers, it's like everyone and their mother, you know, the saying, but in reality, when they'll be available. And my mom is also throwing a spooky wine night
vibe
for all of her girlies, plus their girlies, plus my girlies. Like, how fun.
All the girls are gathering.
The girls are gathering. And honestly, I don't think across generations we've gathered. Please take a shot every time we say gather.
We really haven't, though. I think it's because we create a lot of like different
like space
excuses, I would say, as to why we can't gather,
or just like
time
excuses to like why it wouldn't be a good idea, even.
Yeah,
like are our moms gonna get along, or you know,
or like literally it's just time sometimes.
Also, like, everyone just lives far apart, or like has like different schedules.
I'm already like really exhausted trying to get my friends together. I can't even think about like getting all of our moms together who have like their own fucking lives. It's just coordinating is hard. Yeah, but I'm glad you're doing it.
It'll be worth it once we live it,
right?
We'll be like, oh my God, we're so glad we did this, we gotta do it again. And then we won't for like 4 more years. But it's super important. So honestly, if you're around generations of women, try and gather with them. I feel like we're gonna learn a lot. It's gonna be like we're gonna see what our futures look like, low-key.
I also think like we're like the right, I know we took a minute, but like I think we're in the right age to do something like this, because we're receptive to the information that we will be given versus like just being like, oh my god, you guys are fucking annoying, you
or
know what I mean?
Embarrassing.
Or embarrassing. It's like, yeah, you know, you maybe shouldn't have said that, but it's okay. Like,
or like at 17 we just wouldn't have, like, we would have separated. It would have been like the moms will hang out and then we'll hang out.
Yeah. But it's like, now let's just all talk.
We're all drinking the wine, all drinking that Kool-Aid.
Yep. All the same Kool-Aid.
Because it's like, I feel like moms can also relate more, and like there's that safe amount of distance of like, you're not a kid anymore, so I'm not like judging you for your choices and your decisions. Just saying, maybe now is the time for you to gather
with your girls,
with the generations of girls.
Teach each other something. There's a lot to be learned. I think we're really missing that part of the gathering of the girlhood. Is like, we're so stuck on the 20 somethings of girlhood and what that means, but like, let's go to the women who already went through it.
Honestly, there's so much. Like, we were just talking about, was that last week's episode, about like women, well, our mothers telling us who the fuck is a friend and who's not.
Oh my god, I literally want to ask, like, how did you know? My mom's gonna be like, I just know. That's not helpful, but like,
it's because she doesn't remember specifically why, but there was a reason.
Yeah, but there was a reason.
It was probably like she bailed on you, and that was shady, or whatever. Facts. Or she didn't come to your birthday and it hurt your feelings, and I didn't like that, and she didn't say anything. But also at the same time, like, when you're that age, you don't know what you're doing.
No, you don't.
But maybe also it's like, I don't like their mom, so I know that their mom isn't raising them right.
Yikes.
I bet you, huh? I didn't even think of that till right now.
I didn't think about that, but like, yeah, I mean, at least you can't judge a kid because a kid's a fucking kid.
It's a kid, right?
But these parents,
the way the parents are handling things,
yikes.
Yeah,
absolutely, it's true.
She's gonna be a bad kid.
But that's like one facet of things. Like, literally, I can't even imagine all of the questions, and it's like a fucking, we put them on a panel.
Not a panel. That'd be kind of funny.
A drunk panel.
All right. Moms. I'm gonna do like a trivia game. We're gonna like play a game.
We should have icebreakers. How many nights
did Katie pass out in my house? I'm just kidding.
Katie. The answer is
Katie. Please reveal the answer. Wait, that would be kind of funny. Something like that.
I think we need to have like some sort of like icebreaker moment of like knowing
each other. Yeah.
That'll be fun. I mean, we've brought up this other point of gathering amongst you and your own friends, especially in the last
couple weeks.
Episodes. I don't remember what episode we were talking about, but like just creating a lot of spaces and times for you and your friends to literally just be like literally in the same fucking room together, and finding community in that, because it's so fucking important, and you'll feel a lot less alone. I know we like all struggle with our things, and isolation's a bitch, but like the moment that you just are around other people that you love and, you know, care about you,
talking about like how girls last week we get together and we do this whole thing. It's so elaborate, it's so like, let's have a theme, whatever, but it could honestly be as simple as like, everyone bring a bottle of wine, or I got wine and frozen Tostino pizza rolls, and it's a good night. Not that it's a competition, but I feel like even that is better than most men's gatherings, and it's about the energy, you know. It's just us being together is like,
we'll find something to talk about.
Dead silence. I'm like, what are we gonna talk about next? I got something.
Even then, it's like, y'all want to watch it with a good movie? You know?
Should someone put on Mean Girls? Have y'all heard that most recent like Broadway play that's coming out? Like those random shit. Like, what, girl? I will say, this is a random tangent, but there was this girl that entered our group when we went out the other night because she had a bad Tinder date. So another girl in our group picked her up, and I'm like, why are we doing this? But like, whatever, she's safe.
Interesting, right?
And I had a whole like 10-minute conversation outside of the bar as I'm trying to leave with her, and she's telling me like her life story, and I'm like really trying to act interested, but it's like 2 a.m. I'm tired. I want to drive home. My feet hurt. I'm like, wow, that's really great. Like, I really hope it works out for you.
Right.
You know, it's just one of those. But I was for the girl, right? Like, I'm the energy she's giving, I got to give back.
I feel like in a perfect world, it'd be like, honestly, girl, I'm really tired.
Yeah.
But she's been through it tonight.
She apparently has. And so, who am I to kick her to the curb?
Just give her my good 10 minutes that I have.
Yes.
And if she doesn't necessarily take my body language of I'm about to fall asleep,
I'm looking this way, I'm looking that way.
That's on her.
Yeah. It's part of the girl code, you know?
Yeah.
Just let a girl go if she's ready to go.
Let her go.
But anyways, the energy, just, it's everything. And we talked about this. And I will not take it for granted. Because she do be giving me life. I swear, after every single event, it's like, we need to do this more. And then we don't.
That's the problem. That's
it's
still
like,
the female energy.
Yes, it is. Energy. But it's like you have to try so hard to either coordinate something really far in advance.
Yeah.
Or it's going to be last minute and everyone comes together because either we got to. Like, it's a situation.
It's like, I haven't seen her in a minute.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it just doesn't always work out that way, especially with groups, you know? No one's ever on the same page of when they're available, when they're not.
No.
And that's why we keep saying, like, all summer we're like, oh my God, you just got to have them all the time. So that way everyone gets their little share.
In our drunk moments, we are invincible. We all think we can do and make the time. And then we come off of that alcohol.
That alcohol.
And we're like, girl, I have so many responsibilities right now. I know you understand.
And it's just
and it's all right. But I really wish we could do this. And I think that's like the point of like needing to have some spontaneous things happen simultaneously with some really planned events, you know?
Yeah.
And that way somebody can make it to everything or something, you know?
I think it's really hard. You're like, which one do I pick?
Which one do I pick?
Yeah.
And I get that that's difficult. At least for me, the way that I try to handle that is like, who have I not seen most recently that I need to like own up to this like responsibility and reaffirm our friendship. Right. But maybe not everyone thinks that way. Maybe they put their own selfish desires towards
like, what do I feel like doing?
Right. And that's okay.
Yeah. I guess everyone has a different method.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like, okay, I mean, like, to be fair, in a selfish way, it's like they want to go out versus my other friend wants to stay in. You know what I mean? In that way, a selfish reason could kind of trump, because you're not gonna have fun if you don't want to do what the thing is, right?
I mean, yeah, but like, if this friend hasn't seen you in a minute, or like if you haven't seen this friend who's asking you to like just hang out with her,
like going out versus staying in.
Yeah, like staying in. If you haven't seen her in a minute, I don't know, I'll personally just be like, even though I do really want to go out,
I'ma stay in.
I won't make
but it's a lot easier, I think, to stay in than go out if you want to stay in. You know what I mean? Like, if you want to stay in but your friend wants to go out, it's kind of like, that's a way easier, like, oh girl, I gotta pass. You know what I mean? For a lot of reasons. Money, sleep, like so many reasons, right? But staying in, it's kind of like, girl, what's the excuse? Who are you trying to see other than me out in that world?
Yikes. Facts though.
I don't know, but yeah, I think there's like some nuance to how people decide who the fuck they're gathering with and who's hanging out.
Who are you trying to kick it with?
Not me inside the house, I guess.
Damn.
But maybe me outside in the club. I
don't know where I'm at. I don't know any of it. So I haven't been out in a minute now that I'm thinking about it. Do I have the energy? No.
That's a good question. I was real tired when I went out.
Good for you. You still did it.
I did.
Was it fun?
Yeah, I mean, it was fun, but like...
You weren't like necessarily in the mood to go out though.
I was in the mood to get cute.
Getting cute though is like, I just want to be seen for like an hour.
Yeah, I could have left a lot sooner, but like I didn't, because I didn't really like want to. But
you got the arms around the waist.
Yeah, instead I got groped by a 40-something-year-old man
From your Belinda,
who thought I looked intimidating, but he was a big bad man who could talk to me. Okay, babe.
And now you reassured why I don't like to go outside. I'm in my homebody era.
I'm in
my. It's because I got a home though. Like I recently bought a home, so maybe that makes sense.
You want to stay home.
When I was in my apartment era, I said, "Time to party, girl."
Yeah.
I want to be back in my. I think my late 20s. I'm gonna be in my.
You're
party
gonna be
era.
back out.
I'm gonna be like I was fresh out 18, 19, 20.
No, that's dangerous.
Catch me,
dude.
Catch
That
me
was
the club at 17, 18. I mean, 27, 28, 29. And then 30 I might slow down again.
Some of the most dangerous years of my life were 17, 18, 19.
Absolutely.
17, 18. I got back with my boyfriend and it wasn't as dangerous.
It wasn't that crazy. It came back down.
It came back down to she's a wife.
So.
Ew. Ugh. At 19, be so serious.
Be so serious wanting to be a wife at 19.
You know what? Get back in your feminine bag. If you're in a relationship where you're not allowed to feel your femininity... No. Done. I'm out of here. He should be hyping you up. She, them, they should be hyping your ass up. Get out there and slay.
Just go slay. That's
all day.
All day.
Slay all day is the new rosé all day.
Literally.
I love that.
Yeah. I have no other thoughts. It might be the alcohol. It might be
the time of day is giving nap time. If you can tell by the stunning little golden hour moment we're
beautiful.
having.
It's crazy. Do we deserve it in this moment? I don't know. This episode was fun.
Yeah, it was easy. It was kind of like a recap.
Yeah.
Of all of these like messages we've been trying to send to you, and also just like the era we're in. You know?
We're really in our girlhood era.
We're feeling the girlies.
I'm just feeling like a girl.
Just a girl.
That girl, you know?
What can we say? Nothing more, nothing less.
Nothing less, for sure.
All right, well, we'll see you guys next week as we head into hopefully some actual fall weather. One can dream.
One can dream and hope. I will say I felt that fall breeze yesterday that I've been talking about.
That little crisp in the air.
A little crisp. I got home and I was like...
You said, oh my God. There's a breeze.
I stood there like this.
Dude, now you're feeling it.
So...
Meanwhile, it's warm and golden hour right now.
Didn't have it for very long, but maybe it'll come back.
Yeah, maybe it needs an hour.
Anyway, thank you for tuning in. This one was a short one, but we hope you enjoyed it. Go ahead and engage with us. Smash that like button on YouTube.
Dude, we're gonna say that's our new smash that like button.
Go comment on our shit. Review our podcast pages.
Yes.
Do the whole shebang. And if you don't want to do any of that, at least go tell somebody about this podcast.
Yes, that would be amazing.
We would really appreciate it. Well, that's it.
See ya.
See y'all. Bye.